What's up, everybody? Today we have a pretty special treat. This is a 2022 Mahindra ROXOR. The lift for it came Wednesday. It's Saturday. She's done. Look at just how massive this thing is. We're running a 38.5 bogger on a 15x10 Weld Typhoon. This thing rips and it's bad looking. And you may ask yourself, hey, what about the gears? Well, you're in luck, because I want to say it was 2020, 2021. I want to say it was 2020. I don't know the exact year, but they started going on the axles and putting, you can see that there, 538 gears. This thing has a Diesel Freak Stage 2 tune, straight pipe, EGR delete, and an RX-41 turbo, and these 538 gears. This thing has no issues turning these 38.5 tires whatsoever, which really they're not even 38.5s, because American tire companies like to fudge some numbers a little bit. I'm looking at you, Interco. These measure to a 36. So, I don't know. But I'm gonna get my girlfriend whatever ruler that Interco uses to measure their tires, because we all fudge an inch or two every once in a while, right? So one thing you should know if you have a 2022 ROXOR is when you buy the Rough Country spring over axle kit, and I think pretty much any kit right now for 2022, you're gonna have to reuse your stock pitman arm. I found that out the hard way. I guess it's a secret, because there's a lot of 2022s out there that are lifted, and I looked at them on the Mahindra ROXOR page on Facebook, and they're all running the stock pitman arm as far as I can tell. It's kind of hard to tell because nobody has a good picture of it, and as far as I know, I'm the only person that's really even mentioned it. But yeah, you're not able to use the drop pitman arm that Rough Country provides. This is the Rough Country spring over axle kit. That's the one thing that didn't fit. The whole kit was great. That's the one thing that didn't fit. Also, they give you a shock or a steering stabilizer there, and they say to take that one off. Well, you do have to take it off to drop the axle where you need it to go, but you can put it back on and you can run both. I'm not sure if it's good to run both, but I'm not sure if it hurts. I don't see why it would. There's room for improvement on this kit. The brake lines are they're long enough. They're just, in my opinion, they might be a little bit too long, but this thing's up there. I believe it's this is about, you know, hip height for me. I'm 5'10", barely, and I think I want to say it was like 37.5 inches. Yeah, 37.5 inches from the ground to the top of the rocker to get in the vehicle, and that was measured on concrete, so that wasn't measured out here, so that's an actual measurement. We're running about 15 pounds of pressure in these boggers. We do have the 2-inch spacers that we got from Diesel Freaks. It does not rub. It's very close, but it doesn't rub. I think if I went to a skinnier wheel, we could probably do 40s on this thing. I got adjust the emergency brake, because when you turn the key on, the emergency brake light stays on despite the emergency brake not being engaged. There's these emergency brake line extenders in there that come with the kit. They're just an angled piece of sheet metal. They're not a big deal. So this right here are those little emergency brake extender brackets I was talking about. They drop it down a little bit. I was trying to keep this from rubbing up against the leaf spring, but I guess I can't. So I'm gonna adjust that, take some slack off of it, and see if the emergency brake light will go off. Overall, pretty happy with the kit. Took about, they say 3 to 5 hours. I'm not the most experienced. I don't do lift kits every day, but it took me and my dad like 2 days to do the lift kit. It does bump steer pretty bad. I'm not sure if that's due to the tire size and the spacers and the pitman arm, but what we've come up with is we're gonna put a track bar eventually right here. Weld that there, weld that there. Probably already got the metal for it. You know, do a bracket, boom, track bar right here. That's the plan. Couple things that I was impressed with in the kit though, it does come with a, be it cheap, it does come with a axle vent extender hose there, which I do appreciate. So unfortunately, the only way to check if the emergency brake light is on, well, I guess that's gonna have to be down, is with the key on. As you can see, it's on. I was wiggling it and watching the light, but it hasn't gone off. I I don't know, that's kind of weird. So while I'm laying under this running vehicle with 38.5 boggers and a very low first gear and reverse, I would like to express to you the immense safety precautions that I have in place to keep this from rolling over me. It's called living in Florida. The whole state is as flat as a WNBA basketball team. So I don't know what the deal is with this. I mean, the emergency brake light should come off. I don't know. I mean, there's no... wow. That exhaust was hot. And once again, I would like to express to you vehicle safety while you're working under this stuff. There's also a rattle that I'm trying to figure out. And I was talking to a guy on the forums on Facebook that sometimes your transmission gets loose and rubs your skid plate. I'm not sure if I'm seeing that. Like, there's a little bit there between the transfer case and the skid plate, but I don't think that's what it is. So yeah, more on the splines. There you go, that's how many splines you have on level ground with the 5-inch, I guess now. So it's 5.5 when I ordered it. I don't know what changed. It was also for 2018 and onward. That changed too by the time it got here. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, brake light's still on. That's just weird. I don't know. Anyway, here's all the stuff that came off. Yeah, so these are oiled shocks. The ones that come in the Rough Country kit are gas. I'm not a huge fan of oil shocks. So a tip, I got this from Max Anthony, by the way, is the first guy I saw do this. You got to cut right here, because there's this little body mount and it kind of like juts out here, and this body part kind of juts out here off of the tub. And if you just kind of shave that, it keeps your tires from rubbing it. Now I'm pretty far away, but I can see how flexed out it could rub into that, and I'd just rather not. By far, the hardest part of the Rough Country install was drilling the top plates. So in the instructions, you got to drill these. These top plates for the springs are actually what went, they're inverted now. So now they're upside down. So they were like that, and now they're like this. And you have to drill them with a man, I forgot what size it was, but you gotta drill them with a drill bit so that they accept the Rough Country U-bolts, because the Rough Country U-bolts are the next size up from these, which, you know, I appreciate them going with thicker U-bolts, but it was a pain in the ass to drill. My dad did most of the drilling. Big shout out to you, big dog. Appreciate that. So just to not have any confusion, in the Rough Country kit, that one, you use the bottom plates of the springs as the top plates now. Those are OEM. Those did not come in the kit. These plates right here are OEM. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I like talking to you people in the Roxor group on Facebook. I had somebody the other day, well actually earlier this morning, tell me, Anthony, your videos are part of the reason I bought a Roxor. So, actually, you know what? Let me look up this guy. Keith Turner, shout out to you, my man, in the Roxor group if you see this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I thank you guys for all your support. I have an erratic upload schedule. Unfortunately, I'm in a very busy time right now. I'm in a industry where the hotter it gets, the busier it gets. So, I'm very busy. It's Saturday today. I worked today, got off early, made this video. Gonna edit, probably have it up tomorrow on, I guess, Sunday. I will see you guys in the next episode. Follow me on Instagram. Peace.